Hi, everyone. I'm trying to get myself together here, so bear with me a second. I want to get everything ready so that I can do what I need to do here. All right. So, a few days ago, there was a stream by Susan Georgia Peach that did not sit well with me. Not at all. I absolutely, and yeah, I've done some streams about this stuff, especially since, their fake change of hearts and everything else they've got. But I can't help it. She is so fucking fake to me. And again, I'm going to tell you right off the bat right now. I have been trying to work on my mouth a little bit with my language, but I seriously don't got patience, and this is one of the reasons why. Okay? Um and before I get going with it, I'm going to hopefully this video won't be too long. It shouldn't be. This one shouldn't be. But if it does go longer, then it is what it is. But we're going to get started here because I can't with this one or her sidekick for that matter. I can't with these two. All right. So one of the things that I have a real big problem with when it comes to Susan Georgia Peach and her sidekick is because how I was treated along with other people that I think are great people that went into Bombshell's channel. Now, they didn't have any kind of care in the world because they didn't have anything else on us besides that. When I spoke up, it was about the bullying, harassment, and the stalking that I believed, in my opinion, and still do, that Susan Georgia Peach and Texas Girl were doing, along with other people. All right. I have not changed that. However, now you have these two that want to act like they're some kind of saints. All right. Because they have this fake change of heart. And that's what I'm going to call it. Um, this whole mental thing and just the things this woman has continued to say from her last streams where she was talking about Jenny Jen Jen, and I know she addressed her in this last video. Um, I can't with all this bullshit. I really see her as a fake ass bitch. I do. And she don't care about nobody's mental health. How do you just up and fucking switch from bullying somebody every chance that you basically got, okay, to now all of a sudden you don't know where somebody's mental health is and this and that? Girl, sit the fuck down. You need to take several seats. Seriously. You're a whole fucking joke. You saying this is my channel, I pay for it, I create content on this channel. Nobody's going to tell me whose channel I can go to or what my opinion can be or whatever opinion you can have. But see, that's all I did. That's all other people did too. And what did you and your sidekick do? Like, you had so many names for us. And I was going to wait till a little bit later for this, but I think it's fucking hilarious that you brought up the reason that you struck Jenny was because she called you trash. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Bitch, you run around saying that I'm Stacy Shitcheck. Like, you seriously have something wrong with you. In my opinion, I just feel that you do. You struck somebody's channel because they called you trash. Sounds like you're pretty fucking butthurt, huh? Like, it's a name, okay? A name. And you couldn't even handle that. You had to strike somebody's channel for that. Girl, wow, just unbelievable. This is how I feel about all this. I feel like Texas Girl and Susan George Peach got their channels, built their channels off of Bombshell's back. All right. I truly feel that way. Once they had gotten to that point, I don't know. I guess they thought maybe they were some kind of hot shit because let's just be for real. All right. They were going into everybody's channels and being supportive, everybody's channels. And that included Jenny Jen, the person that you're talking about. Okay. Um, you were in her channel as far as I'm concerned. I feel like at different times there was messages that I had seen until your bitch ass blocked me. All right. I didn't do shit to you except for call out what I seen what you were doing to somebody else. Again, but you want to go on and on about someone's mental health. Yeah. You and your friend shouldn't have been doing that to Bombshell either. Nobody's mental health should be toyed with people. Okay. But that includes you too. All right. And what was done to Bot? No, I don't think it should have been done. I don't. I get everybody's going to have their opinions. I've said this so many times. At the end of the day, I'm adult enough. I can agree to disagree with somebody. I don't got to go to the extent that other people have done. But when it comes to you two, your sidekick, she's just trying to put out like coming across with these positive posts and shit of hers. That's a fucking joke, in my opinion, because I don't see that woman as being positive in any way, shape, or form. The shit she did, the shit she said, But I'm bothered because you have an issue because somebody else has an opinion and that you're going to have your opinion and that's it. That's all. Girl, everybody's got an opinion on fucking YouTube. Are you serious? But you don't like it because somebody's calling you out. Basically, here's my thing, okay? I'm going to keep it 100. You said in your live stream that Bot shared your channel and this and that. I'm going to give it to Bot. Bot did. I watched a lot of her videos, her streams she did. She shared a lot of people's channels. A lot of people's channels. Okay? But my question is this. Where were you for Bot? Okay? When Jenny Jen and other people were coming for her. Why weren't you over there for somebody that you call a friend? Being supportive of her channel, of her. Like, where were you? Because I don't remember seeing you in there standing up for her. This is some bullshit. Like you're a fake bitch. So what? Because, now you and your sidekick are no longer associated around Jenny Jen and the other channels, now, oh, well, I'll go back to Bot because you weren't there helping her. You weren't doing nothing for her. Okay? That's not a friend, Susan Georgia Peach. You're a fucking fake, dude. You're straight up phony. Coming onto your channel, doing your live stream saying, yeah, you fat shamed people. I've drug shamed people. And I admitted that was wrong when I came back after Christmas because I didn't want to be that person. Oh, you mean you didn't want to be that person after you got your channel to 1,000 off of Bombshell's back, bullying and harassing her? You didn't give a fuck about her mental health, did you? No, you didn't. See, I always have cared about that. I cared about the bullying, the harassment, and stalking a Bombshell because that's what I spoke up about. That right there was the whole thing. Because I don't want to see anybody getting bullied. I don't want to see anybody's mental health taking a turn. And when I hear people say that their mental health has been affected, but you didn't care, nobody's cared, okay? Again, everybody can have their own opinion, but when you keep going at somebody, like you and your sidekick did, along with other people, I do not dispute that. You didn't care then, but you fucking care now. And that's why I say that you're a phony, because I don't believe that you do. I truly don't. That's how I see you. You're fake as hell, in my opinion. So now you go back to bot, and you know what? If you do have a friendship, that's great. But the question's still there. Where were you when she needed you? Like, where were you at? Oh, that's right. Kikiing it up, kicking it with the people now that you're trying to call out. I mean, isn't that some fucking shit? You said that you've never doxed anyone. You never went to channels and bullied and harassed. That's a bull-faced fucking lie right there. You might have not directly went to their channels, but you were in other channels along with other people that were doing it. So that's some bullshit. Okay. And as far as the not doxing somebody, look, back when you did those 2 streams and you were having things to say about Valoma, and she was over on Jenny Jen Jen's panel, and she was showing what she received from you. I see my picture up there. Okay. If you wanted to talk to me, why couldn't you just send Valoma, hey, it's Stacy Chit Chat's YouTube channel? What else did you send her about me? Because I see my pictures up there. What was that all about? I find it hard to believe that you've never doxed nobody. Just saying. Again, that's my opinion, though. But you had no problem sending shit to Valoma about me. But you didn't show that on your stream. But she did show that on Jenny's. Next. You say we should be supportive of each other. But that, Jenny Jen Jen and other people, they tear people down. Well, that's exactly what you were doing. I mean, really? See, you don't get to have it both ways. You go and do some fuck shit. For how long? Okay? Couple of years at least here, because I'm putting you at Texas Girl in the same way, whether you started your channel or not. You were on panel after panel. You had no problem doing that shit. So for you to be sitting up there now with your fake change of heart, yeah, you look so stupid, Susan. You really do. Okay? Because you don't go and do shit like that to somebody for that amount of time and then come back and say, oh, well, I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be bullying and harassing somebody. Yeah, girl. Again, you're showing your ass straight up. You are. You're showing your ass. You say you bully people, harass them, and tell lies, all to get someone's integrity ruined on YouTube, and that you're sick of it. You're saying that's what Jenny Jen Jen does. I think you need to put yourself in there, okay? Susan Georgia Peach, I really do. You and your friend that was going off in the chat, all of a sudden now you guys, I don't know. I don't know what to even say about it no more. But at the end of the day, this was all about because you had an opinion and nobody's going to change your opinion. Well, tell me something. Why wasn't I allowed to have my opinion along with other people just because we went into Bombshell's channel and that's who you didn't like? That's who you were targeting at the time. Tell me why we didn't matter if we had our opinion. But you're allowed to have your fucking opinion. It does not work that way. It just does not. You keep saying it's about the views, the money. It's funny because you and your sidekick, you guys talk about that an awful lot. She did when she was doing her streams. So, you brought up about that basically what Jenny Jen Jen and others. And frankly, like I'm going to keep it 100. I've never heard Jenny Jen Jen say hit my Cash App, my PayPal, any of that. Not ever once have I heard her say that. I have heard others say that. But how is that any of your business? I mean, because you guys are always seeming to watch people's money, their pockets, and everything else. I know you've done that a lot when it comes to Bombshell because you guys were always talking about it. That's none of your business. It's none of your business what she makes, what anybody makes. Because you told people in your stream that to hit yours up, though, because everybody else does it. It really does seem like there's a lot of jealousy. Look, at the end of the day, you don't got to like anybody, right? But you're not going to sit on these panels and act like you weren't doing this fuck shit too, all right? Because you were. But now all of a sudden, because you don't want to be friends with Jenny Jen Jen and the channel surrounds around her, it's now I guess you're gonna go at her because you were in Bot's channel and this and that, and they talked a little bit about you, whatever. Again, I think this is beyond fake at this point, because when Bot could have used you standing up for her, you were still over with Jenny Jen Jen and the other channels, and that's a fact. But you can play it off any way that you want to. Before I go here, you also made the comment that you didn't want any of Bombshell's subscribers, that if they support Bombshell, that you don't want them, you don't need them. Bitch, most of her subs, I would highly doubt they would even want to talk to you, spend any kind of time in your channel. Maybe there is some, I really don't know. Again, I can only speak for myself, but I know I don't got fucking time for your shit. The only reason that I'm talking about it is because of the way that I was treated by you and your sidekick, and how other people that I think a lot of actually have been treated by you and your sidekick. All right? Period. You're fake as hell, but keep talking because you sound stupid. Each time that you do this shit, you trashed somebody else for almost 2 years with your friends, and you want to talk about people can't do a panel by themselves. You used to be on panels constantly. Now all of a sudden you're big and bad and you're up there doing your own panel and this and that and the other. Nobody fucking cares, okay? You used people to get your channel off the ground. That's what you did, okay? Once you got your channel up, you thought, okay, well, now I can just move along and, have my own opinion, because you even said it in your live. You couldn't stand JJJ, right? Then why were you in her streams kikiing it up, acting like, you were trying to fit in there, and it was to grow a channel, bitch. But like I said, at the end of the day, Bot did share a lot of people's channels. And it's a real fucking shame around here. This shit has to go the way it goes. I get not everybody's going to get along. I straight up understand that. But it doesn't have to be the way that it has been. It just does not. And maybe someday it'll get better. I'd like to hope it will. But I just don't know. Because it seems like shit's getting more and more out of hands around here. One thing Susan did say before I end this was that it was basically very frowned upon if you doxed people, if you went real life on people, if you called CPS on people. That is straight up fact. I'll agree with that all day long. That stuff was not tolerated. And if you did do it, well, some people wouldn't have nothing to do with you, So that part I'll agree with. But the other bullshit she keeps talking about, I see her the way I see her. And it wasn't okay for us, but now all of a sudden, because, again, they have a fake change of heart, it's supposed to be all right. No, that's just not how I roll. I never did a thing to either one of them women besides speak on what my opinion was about what they were doing to Bombshell. Because, again, mental health does matter to me. A whole lot to me. I've seen the toll it was taken on Bombshell. And you know what? Again, I know there's people that don't like Bombshell. I get it. Have your opinion all day long, right? But at the end of the day, she's still somebody. She's a human being just like you are, like I am, like anybody else is. And to keep going at somebody, it's not right. And it can absolutely affect somebody's mental health. That's what I cared about with all of this. Because I don't want to see that being done to nobody. I don't. So I hope everybody has a good night. I don't know if this video is going to come through, if it's going to be broken up some because my Wi-Fi thing kept flaring. But at the end of the day, this is how I feel. I probably should have put a little bit more time into this, but I don't got the time to do that. But yeah, I can't stand fake ass people. I cannot do it. So people can have their own opinions all day long, but don't sit up there acting like you're some innocent ass person because you're not. You're just not. So I hope everybody has a good weekend. I have things to do here. My night's not over by a long shot. So have a good night, everybody, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.